Hey there, my beautiful friends. So I'm going to do a little video for you guys today, kind of show you guys a couple of things because I've changed some of my coping um, things a little bit. Not too terribly much. Like, obviously I still have like my comfort items um, and stuff, but I wanted to just go through because I have been going through and trying to like figure out how to better meet my needs no matter where I am, no matter what I'm doing. And I wanted to just kind of chat about it a little bit. So first things first, I have this spiky ball. It does light up. I'm not gonna intentionally make it light up in this video, but it does light up. So I like just messing with it and stuff. It kind of gives the same sensation as these things that I have around my neck, but softer. So I have this, which I like. I have a pain stim, so I find doing things that are like spiky things like that, I find a lot of fun. So I have this first off, and then I have my blanket here, which is a sequence blanket. It's ginormous. I can't even show you the whole thing, but I put it in my lap when I'm watching videos and I just fidget with it. So that's one other thing. And then I have a couple of these. I have this one, which is, as you kind of see, it's called a Find It. So it has all of the things you want to find on top here, and then you kind of move it around until you find them. And I found these at the thrift store. They're actually on Amazon, but they're quite expensive in my opinion on Amazon. So I found two of them at the thrift store. Found both of these, and they do have different items on them. So I have both of those. And then I have my coping basket that I keep next to my bed, which is like all of the stuff that I use like every single day basically. So I'm gonna get those and I'm gonna show you guys what's in my little coping basket, which is pink. So I'm gonna move some stuff around so I can put this right here, and I'm gonna show you guys what's in my coping basket. Obviously this is normally in there because I use it quite frequently. The next thing is this chopstick. I use it as a back scratcher. Next is a toothbrush. I like the feeling of the toothbrush and the sound of it, so I always have a toothbrush in my coping basket. I have a bunch of them right now. That's the one that's in there. Next we have this, my little squishy. It makes a fun noise. And then if I show you guys, it has like fish bones inside of it. It's a mosasaurus, and his mouth does open. I sometimes struggle to get it open, but his mouth does open, and he has sharp points inside of him. So again, a good thing for that. I've had him for a while. I have a lot of these sensory like squishy things. So I have him. I have this little bouncy ball. I like it because it's smooth. It doesn't really do anything else. I can bounce it like on the ground, or on my table or something. So you have that. I have a couple of little plushies. So this is one of them. It's my little dinosaur. You guys know that I don't know if you guys should know this if you've been around for a while. But for those who are new, I have always had a special interest in dinosaurs. I have had this one, not exactly this exact one, but the exact like replica of this one. I've had multiples exactly like this since I was a kid. This is that dinosaur, but not this particular one, if that makes sense. I don't know how else to explain it. So I have this little dinosaur. I have this Bum Bum's bunny rabbit. I don't remember what I named her in a previous video. I've just been calling her Cocoa Bean recently. I don't know. Um, she's very cute, and I love her so much, and she's soft, so she's also one of those ones that I can like fidget with, and I like the, I don't know if you guys can hear that, the beans that are in her booty. So I have that. And then the final little plush that I have is this duck. I have had pretty much a duck like this as a kid that I absolutely loved. His name was Quackers, which, funny enough, the tag to this one, his name is Quackers. Or Quacker. Yeah, Quackers. So I used to have one of these as a kid. I loved it. This is a thrift store find. He is a TY or Thai, or however that's said. But I feel like this exact one as a kid. So, childhood memory. I love ducks. The next thing that I have is this baby shusher. I like the sound. I don't use it very often nowadays, but I do like the sound of it. And when I'm crying or when I'm having a meltdown, it does soothe me. It does calm me down. So I have this. I have a whistle. Again, I don't have any reason. I like the feeling. I like the sound that it makes sometimes, but I mostly like the way it feels in my hands. So I have that. I have my Pinch Me therapy dough, and I love the feeling of this stuff. Like, just such a calm feeling. It's cold to the touch, which is nice. So, and it smells of lavender. And this one is the spa one. They have different ones, but that's my favorite. I love lavender scented things. The next thing that we have is this little thing. Remember, guys, when we were kids, we had this kind of thing that you could like play with. Well, I have this mini version. I found this one at a thrift store. And I love it so much. So it makes a fun noise. Next we have earplugs. I keep earplugs pretty much everywhere. I have one that goes with me in my bag. So I have earplugs in here in case I need them at bedtime. I have my little pony here. I love the feeling of her hair. If you guys know anything about me, even with short hair, my favorite thing to do is this. I'm always running my hands through my hair, or my husband, who also has long hair, I run my hands through his hair all the time. So this is another one where it's like if I'm sitting and watching TV, I will pick this up and I will just fidget with it. And I find it very comforting to do so. The next thing is I have this little pouch. It's a little penguin pouch. It's nice and soft. And inside this pouch, I have a couple of things. So I have some anxiety meds in here. I have eye drops because allergies. And then I have a icy hot roller ball in here because pain. And I get a lot of pain because of various different chronic health issues. Normally, I also have my EpiPens in here, an EpiPen in here, but I actively don't know where my EpiPen went right now. I don't know where I put it, so I'm just gonna have to deal. The other thing that I have is this Pooh Bear pouch, and in this Pooh Bear pouch, we have a couple of different pockets. That pocket right here doesn't have anything. We have this small pocket, which has more earplugs, a different kind of earplugs, and my, what is it called? Mechanical pencil lead. And then in the actual pockets, we have this, which is my DBT card deck, and everything, which I find very good for grounding, and I love DBT skills. So I use them all the time, and I have this little notebook where I can basically write stuff in it and everything. It's good to have a notebook on hand, especially when you're overwhelmed or you're just needing to get thoughts out. I find those are very good for that. very good to have. And then in the zipper pocket here, I have just my eraser slash sharpener, and then all of my like pens, pencils, all of the things are in there. So that is what is in my coping basket, and everything. I will probably also do a video sharing. Oh, the other thing that's in here is I keep lavender spray in this little thing, and I use it quite frequently. So lavender spray is good for sleepy times. I keep that in there for that purpose. But yeah, that is everything that I have in my little coping basket, and everything that's with me currently in here. I do use all of these things on a pretty much everyday basis, for various different reasons, for various different circumstances. I just find them helpful to have. So this is my little coping basket. It's not super duper heavy. I can kind of just stick it behind you guys, and I can just have it when I'm watching TV, when I'm doing anything of that sort, and I find it very, very useful. I also have a weighted blanket that I use when I'm sitting at home, but I also have one that goes out when I go out of the house. So I have various different things. But anyway, I love you guys, and as always, remember, if you're going through it, you'll get through it, and remember who you are. And I will talk to you guys in the next video, which will probably be a what's in my bag video, I think. So anyway, I love you guys, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.